Now, no one can resist crispy, soft bites of indulgent, cream-filled puffs topped with a layer of red velvet as well. And this is, I think, a bake that Adrian and Simone would certainly be very, very proud of. And we're going to attempt it. No, we're not going to attempt it. We're going to perfect it in this kitchen. Because Auntie Zoe was there just like making sure that the gas burners were good. I saw how you were doing that.
I even had to like make sure it's on.
Very careful in the kitchen. Okay, good.
You have to be careful.
So you're going to be in charge of making the...
I'm going to make our choux pastry.
Yes.
So we're going to make our little choux puffs, and we're going to start off with some hot water, and I'm going to melt some butter. So I was just going to get that in there very carefully because our water is hot.
Okay, good.
That's going to melt down, and then I'm going to add a little bit of salt.
Alrighty, that's it. Was that a little bit?
That was a little bit. That was a pinch.
Okay.
I trust the kitchen
fairies.
fairies.
If your fingers were like Shrek size.
A little bit. No,
Okay.
it enhances the flavor. So I'm just waiting for the butter to melt down. Then we're going to add our flour, and this is going to be a vigorous mixing process to get that choux puff pastry going.
I can't wait to see your technique.
I don't know if it's choux puff pastry or just choux pastry.
Choux pastry.
Choux pastry.
Choux pastry. I think we'll go with choux pastry.
That makes the choux puffs.
Aha, aha.
There we go. Okay. So we're going to add our flour.
Lovely.
And then once this is mixed properly, you obviously want to remove it, add it to a bowl and let it cool down completely.
Okay.
And that's when you will add your eggs one at a time once the batter has cooled.
Yes.
Because you don't want to scramble your eggs.
Okay, good. Okay.
There we go. So now we're going to let this cool down in this bowl.
Okay, wow, that looks amazing.
See?
Well done.
I didn't do too bad.
Well done.
And then we obviously want to now make our crema, our creme patisserie.
Our creme patisserie, which
is
this. This is what we're aiming for at the end, right? Okay.
So once you've now cooled this down, add your eggs. You can add it to a piping bag. And if you want to have the honors of piping out our little choux
this is on
pastry shape, that's going to go into the oven for 30 minutes at 180 degrees.
Oh,
and while you are busy there, I'm going to actually move this closer to me. And I'm going to start with our cream pat. So I've got some hot milk.
This is kind of like what you're looking for, right?
Yeah.
Does that look right?
Go for it.
Pressure in the piping bag, and we're going to press it down.
I'm just going to grab the whisk from you.
Okay, go ahead.
So we're going to start off with our sugar. I'm going to add our corn flour. Give that a good mix.
I'll do one more here. So what are you currently making over there?
So this is the filling that we're going to be adding to our cream puffs. So now I'm going to add our eggs, and we're going to add the hot milk to this mixture. Now we need to be very careful.
So it doesn't
end up with scrambled eggs.
Otherwise, breakfast is served, everyone.
Breakfast is served. So
I think those look pretty decent. We've got 5 good-looking puffs, which will puff up a little bit once they're in
puff up quite significantly. So now I'm going to add a little bit of the hot milk to this mixture while you keep stirring. And I got instructed to do it very slowly and very carefully.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Okay, that was literally
2 drops.
Yeah. We'll be done with this recipe tomorrow.
Just giving it a slow whisk. And while you're doing that...
That's looking good. That's looking good.
It's looking good. It's looking good.
What do they call this technique again in cooking? There is a name for it.
I
think it's called tempering. When you add a heated substance very slowly to another core substance that could
react differently.
Goodness. That looks good. I think now you could probably add it all.
So now I actually think we add this here.
Oh, right.
I'm going to add this to the heat. See, this is a teamwork recipe.
There we go.
I'm going to add this back.
No scrambling?
No scrambling. Yes. It is success, and we do it very slowly. And then we're going to add our vanilla as well as the leftover butter.
Here we go. Vanilla.
And then we're going to let this cool. Well, we're going to let it cook down, but you have got the finished creme pat. I'm shortening the name now.
Creme pat or creme patisserie. And there you go with the butter. So once you have this, you've basically made this entire recipe and just like putting in the finishing touches. But okay, we're going to add a spoonful of this beautiful
we're using our Clover Bliss red velvet. Ooh.
I'm going to go with just one.
I think you could be generous with that.
Can I? Okay.
I would
I'll go 2
because you want a nice,
spoonfuls.
beautiful pink colour to come through.
Alrighty, let's go here. So obviously that's going to be our filling that goes inside our beautiful puffs. And just make sure we get the nice consistency that you can add to a piping bag and actually end up piping. Check out the recipe, of course, on our website, expressoshow.com. So you get the idea. That kind of looks the part. And you end up with a filling like this.
So while you fill our cream puffs, let me just tell you that our Clover Bliss double cream yogurt, it is deliciously cream, it is thick, and it is also indulgent. And for an extra drizzle of indulgence, you can make a yogurt glaze with Bliss cream double yogurt, and you can simply add a little bit of icing sugar, and that is what we can add to the very top of our little puff pastries.
I think you missed that. Look at this. So we made small little holes at the bottom of our cream puffs, and then just squeeze it in there, make sure it's filled. Oh, go, 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 and then you see once it comes out the sides. Oh!
There we go. I think it needs to be one of those, the minute you take a bite, it just needs to ooze with this delicious creme pack that we've made.
For presentation. Look
at that.
Just let it do its thing, okay?
How amazing.
What it looks like. It's all over the counter, it doesn't matter.
It's called art.
Oh, I love it. I had art at school.
Yeah, that's how we do it. It's
I hope my teacher's proud.
What do you call it when it's like messy art, like contrast?
Interpretive art.
Interpretive art, there we go. Well, we have this recipe available for you. It's on our website, expressoshow.com.
With the creamy decadence of double cream bliss from Clover, yogurt has never been so irresistible.
Made with love by Clover.